Yeah. Oh, you got to bring it up. Yeah. We back, episode 40, part 2. We got an interview for y'all. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 98-98. OKC in Indiana. Go ahead, Rob. Take it away, big boy.
We got Gene Valdez on, one of our friends from the Cigar Lounge. He has an event coming up, Juneteenth. So, of course, we want to talk about that. A couple other things to talk about. Before you talk about that, man, we always have cigar questions. How did you get started smoking cigars? I got started because of Randy.
No, that's
he was stressing me out, so I started smoking. It was either cigars or marijuana. And I figured I wanted to have more fun. Go ahead, Gene. How'd you get started smoking?
Man, my uncles used to all smoke cigars, and my uncles used to all smoke cigars, you know, sitting around. And I just, when I was little, I figured, you know what, let me try it. And then I don't know, something about cigars that makes you feel better. I don't know.
So you were little too. I started smoking at 27. He started smoking at 67, and you started smoking at 7, is what you said.
I know. I tried it when I was a teenager, and then I actually started.
Damn, got us beat, man.
I started, you know, using it as a little celebration, you know, after certain things, and then I really didn't start smoking it on a regular basis until like 25, 26.
Okay, so
it's been 25 years of just smoking on a regular basis. I try to pace myself, but
not me and Randy.
Not me.
How many
we pace ourselves.
I'm like
how many we can smoke in an hour.
Hey, I'm like Pookie.
Not Pookie. So let me ask you this: where'd you grow up?
Whittier, California.
I used to teach
Whittier, where the girls are prettier.
I used to. There you go. Yeah, where the girls are prettier. So they say.
What high school you went to out there?
St. Paul.
Oh,
he went to them get academy. So I used to be the head basketball coach at Santa Fe High School, and Santa Fe High School. I coached basketball. Santa Fe football had a great coach, Coach Malstead. St. Paul had a great coach. What was his name? That was there 20-some years.
Marion Anchins.
And they wouldn't play each other in the same city. They didn't get along. I don't know the whole history behind it, but Coach Malstead, you remember that name?
I remember the name. I remember that we would just be after parties, and we beat up on Pico Rivera, Santa Fe Springs all the time. It just got to the point where we couldn't even be. They couldn't come to the games after the basketball game. It was so bad that the sheriff's department is out there. It just got like, man, we couldn't even be around each
other. So I got a trivia for you, and I got a gift card to the Father's Day cigar and wine event, half off of a wine flight, $25 value. I need you to tell me, I think that league, Santa Fe, is the Del Rio League. I need you to tell me the 6 schools in that league. Santa Fe is 1. I need the other 5.
Oh,
so Santa Fe,
Cal High,
Lucerna,
La Mirada.
Nope.
Okay, no, that La Mirada coach is now at St. Paul.
La Mirada's not in that league.
Yeah, I know.
Santa Fe, Cal High. Who else did you say?
Lucerna. La Havre.
Nope. I'll just give it to you. Let me give it to you.
Yeah, El Rancho.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got El Rancho. They wouldn't play us either. What? Yeah, give.
We're gonna do this like the Pomona Unified School District. We're gonna grade on the curve. That's not a slight to you, it's slight to him and coach. It's Whittier High, Cal High, Lucerna High, Santa Fe, El Rancho, and Pico Rivera, and the one nobody ever gets, Pioneer High School.
Man.
Pioneer.
What's up, big dog?
Yeah. So okay. So Whittier, played in high school. So you got started smoking cigars. Your uncles were in Whittier, LA. Where were they?
They're all over. And some of my friends' fathers actually smoked them, and we would, I didn't even actually like them when I first started. Bad experience.
Okay.
But the whole, I'm gonna smoke a cigar, and then I left it alone for a while.
Yep.
But then in my 20s, I started actually really, appreciating it, and I try to do it in a way where it was a special celebration.
Okay. Very good. So what is your favorite cigar?
Right now, I like this Iron Mike.
Iron Mike.
Right out of Mid-Atlantic.
Every day, I can smoke it anytime, and it's strong enough where I'm good, but it's also something I can smoke every day without having a.
Shout out
Iron Mike, baby. Do you have a top 5?
Oh man, I got the Opus.
Favorite top 5 Opus. Okay, I like
Yeah,
that
I got
one.
the Opus. Pretty much the Oliva.
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 I like Oliva.
I like Oliva.
And
There's
there's
so
a
many.
There's a Davidoff. I can't remember the exact
Okay.
one, but man, that Davidoff is.
Fire.
Yeah, I can't remember the
Davidoffs
actual
are good.
name
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Okay, okay. Randy, what are your top 5? It's hard for me to do a top 5 because I
Top
smoke so
five.
many. But who would you say that
right
my
now?
favorite?
Right
Go
now,
ahead.
my favorite, my go-to stick is this Soldier King right here.
Okay, Soldier King is good.
Yeah. I like I like Oliva.
Uh-huh.
I like CAO America.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's the bomb with the
forgot
blue
about
and red
that.
label. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I like
I done turned him into a real cigar snob, Dre.
some of Jaime Garcia. is one
Yep,
of my
yep,
favorites.
yep, yep.
And anything me and Vanna make.
Okay.
Good.
So I would say probably
go.
for me, excluding the Me Havana, because I love all of theirs, the Iron Mike, the Soldier King, all those, I would say probably I would go, and R&R, of course, is phenomenal. Randy and Robert.
Right.
But I would say my father, I would say La Joya de Nicaragua. I would say CAO America. I would say probably Don Pepin, and
That's
I
a
would
good one.
say Oliva. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
but I smoke about 20 different cigars.
Yeah,
It's hard for
I
me.
got it. Yeah.
It's like I got 20 pair of shoes. I like all of them.
Right.
So
Right,
you know,
right.
but what's the perfect drink with a cigar?
Man. Sometimes I'll actually in my humidifier, I'll put Uncle Nearest in the
Mhm.
humidifier.
Yeah.
And instead of distilled water, you do that, give it like 2-3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I smoke that with Olivas,
Uncle
anything.
Nearest.
I'll put
I have some.
everything in. Also use White Hennessy.
Okay, Hennessy
White,
White.
it's got that sweetness to it,
But a little
and
bite.
it's not a flavored cigar, but you pick it up mid.
I'm gonna try that, bro.
But separate. Get a small humidor.
Okay.
Don't use the distilled water. Pour that Uncle Nearest in there. Let it sit.
But no
and
cigars
you're-
in that?
No. You
Cigars in it too.
yeah, you got to go ahead and season your
Season.
humidor.
Yeah.
But once you do it, you got to understand you're always going to have that scent, that sweetness in that. So use it as a smaller humidor so you can experiment.
Okay.
That way, it's almost like a flavored cigar, but that infusion is so subtle that you'll feel it. People will appreciate.
Are you putting a bottle in there or just a glass?
No, I
Pouring
know.
it in a little
I
thing.
pour it in instead of using the distilled water.
You put the Uncle
You
Nearest
put
in there.
out, and my boy from Cuba, he actually said, if you do it that way, you don't have to dip it. You don't, all that
Yeah.
infusion and rolling
Yeah.
in.
Right.
It actually is more authentic because that's what they do.
Okay.
And then there's some enthusiasts that they're not going to smoke a flavored cigar, no
Yeah.
matter
I
how
don't
good
smoke
it
a
is.
flavored
or whatever.
cigar.
But
I
if
don't.
you infuse it that way, it's a different
Tone.
flavor.
Let me ask you this: what's the perfect meal with a cigar? Give me
Oh,
your
man,
main steak. What kind of steak?
Steak ribeye.
There you
Ribeye,
go. Bone-in ribeye.
That's
Bone-in
good.
ribeye.
Bone-in.
Garlic mash,
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
What vegetable would you have?
mac and cheese, not vegetable.
Not
No.
Not really. Unless you
That's
from a
Whittier
good family.
Unified.
You grew up in
That's
Whittier.
Whittier
Yeah,
Unified.
you might have spinach souffle. Yeah, that's Whittier Unified. Mac and
Hey,
cheese.
that spinach, that's
Spinach souffle?
sauteed spinach.
Sauteed,
with
okay.
the-
I
yeah.
would say sauteed. I would say spinach souffle or asparagus.
And
Oh,
I'm,
yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
on that. I'm on
yeah,
that
yeah,
broccolini now
The
too.
broccoli,
Ooh.
that's all right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all right.
with a little
That's too
garlic,
much,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Hey, don't
that's
feel
how
bad.
they do it in Rancho.
Yeah.
Rancho
Good family,
Cucamonga.
hey, homie, he from a good family too.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, tell us about your event, man. What do you have going on?
Well, we're doing a Juneteenth event. What a lot of people don't understand, Juneteenth is a celebration of Texas, really, and it's also has something to do with what's going on in Southern California. The last people to actually
Speak
So,
on it. I know about
the
this.
last people to actually say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and let these slaves go were the Native Americans. And Native Americans who own slaves, the 5 civilized tribes, they're actually running the Inland Empire right now. You go down the freeway, you go look at all these billboards, Spectrum, it's Morongo, Pachanga, the
Saboba.
Boba,
Yeah.
all these casinos that are actually making most of the money in the Inland Empire, spending a lot of money. They were part of the reason why we were celebrating Juneteenth. Native Americans who owned slaves said, hey, we're a sovereign nation. You cannot tell us what to do. We're going to keep them. At the end of the day, the Cahuilla tribe said, you know what? We're against it. And now we're looking to, they call it the Jim Crow feather. Jim Crow feather is actually going on today. But what a lot of people don't understand is we can correct it just by saying we're not going to sing, dance, fight, or do anything else at these casinos until you guys recognize us. So this Juneteenth, what we're doing is we're going to establish something in Southern California that is different from what the rest of the nation is doing. We're going to tell the story, but we're telling it from a perspective of the West Coast.
Okay.
Because all that stuff that's going on and on the East Coast with Columbus, this isn't. It's a whole different story over here.
Yep.
It's a whole different story. And now this year, California says, you know what, we're gonna tell that story. As a matter of fact, we're gonna tell it in the schools. It's an assembly bill.
Okay.
So the Juneteenth celebration that we all kind of look at, it's about saying, hey, this is what happened with the mission system and the gold rush specifically to California.
Okay. And so you guys have an event. Where's your event?
It's going to be at the Crossings in Colton, which is the start of the Inland Empire. Actually, used to be Aguamanza. Aguamanza was the first city in the Inland Empire, and it basically comes from the Spanish Trail, and it was the hub. People came down from New Mexico, and they founded the Spanish Trail. A lot of people don't realize it was actually in Colton.
Okay.
Now Aguamanza. So the property that I own is pretty much the start of the Inland Empire.
Okay. And so you guys have a Juneteenth. What day is it
So
actually?
it's going to be Thursday. Juneteenth actually is June 19th. A lot of people say, well, on what date is that? Well, it's June 19th. This year it falls on a Thursday.
Okay.
And it's going to be at the Crossings in Colton,
which is a house.
Old Street. No, it's a block. I own the 100 block of Old Street. So it's 4 different addresses, but I cut a hole in between the fences and I own it all.
I heard about that place.
What is it?
It's called the Crossings in Colton.
And
you can throw events there, right?
I've been throwing events.
Yeah, I think one of the gentlemen came here before. He was telling us about it. Dude from New York.
Oh yeah. You're Miz.
Yeah.
It's a couple blocks.
It's a block. It's the 100 block of Old Street, of East Old Street. We're putting murals up. There's actually murals there already, and commercial, historic, residential property all combined, and it's going to be the only Black Native American reservation in the state.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
big.
So
you're doing that on the 19th?
June 19th.
That Thursday, a week
on that Thursday.
At the Crossings.
At the Crossings in Colton.
Okay.
We're going to be giving out cigars, doing wine pairing, and telling the story.
Me and Randy grew up poor. Well, I grew up poor. He didn't grow up poor.
Yeah.
You said free cigars. I'm there. What time does it start?
Starts at 5:00.
I'll be there at 3:15.
Yeah.
All right.
To pass out cigars. Hey, drink.
Hey.
See, you don't understand. I started off. So, okay, 3:15. I'm sorry, 5:00.
You guys
pass it on
be there
cigars.
all day.
You pass it on cigars. What else?
It's going to be karaoke,
I don't really
game
do that,
night. And we're going to be telling stories without actually telling the story. The contribution of barbecue, Native Americans, and the people who are actually doing it, coming up with the recipes. It's all us. So we're telling the story, but it's going to be from a Black Native American perspective. And it's also going to be a useful heritage on what's going to be happening in California in the near future.
So let me ask you this. What's your connection to Native Americans?
I'm Black Seminole. I'm a descendant of John Horse.
Okay.
Go for John. A lot of people don't realize the biggest slave exodus wasn't actually a slave exodus. It was Black Native Americans that went to Mexico because they saw what was coming.
And it was Seminoles.
And yeah, it's Black Seminoles. Well, there's Seminoles. What happened? We were all together at one point. But when that casino money came and when they came to the land and splitting that money up, there's actually a lot of us that have Native American in us.
Yeah.
Blackfoot, Cherokees, but
Yep.
we Choctaw. Yeah, you guys all saw Sinners. You know,
Right.
that's all real. But that story is not being told in a situation where somebody can say, "That's my tribe." That's my, because that blood quantum, that don't mean nothing. The word Seminole is not even an Indian word. That just means somebody without a tribe.
Okay. So that's your lineage.
That's my lineage. Yeah, no, I'm Black Seminole, Mexican American, but you know what? I'm a Californian American.
Okay, there you go.
So right now, you know, I'm not worried about being
Black, Latino,
picked up,
Native American,
deported or anything like that. But when it comes to telling the story, you tell the story the way the way it is, and the truth is the truth.
So June 19th, 5 o'clock, 5 to what? 9 o'clock?
5, man. I think it says that on the flyer, but we're gonna be going until Friday.
You got Black folks there. So
We
that
got,
might
yeah.
go Friday, midnight. Yeah.
Yes,
So we gotta
sir.
get the info on that, man.
Get the
Definitely.
info. Yeah, I heard about this place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
check
definitely
it out.
gonna. All you guys got the flyers, but
I'm gonna get them over there. Yeah.
If you want to set up on stage and you know whatever I can do to
Okay.
get the word, and then of course it's cigar friendly.
Cigar friendly.
that's all.
Yeah, we like
Yeah.
that.
It's
He
an
had me, when he
outdoor
said he was
venue.
giving
It's
out-
an outdoor
Are you
venue.
selling
so-
cigars? Or you giving
No,
out cigars?
I'm giving away cigars because
Cigars from where?
cigars from here, from Mi Havana, and then I also have some cigars that have been sitting in my white Hennessy humidor for a while. And it's like, you know what? If you got them, smoke them. You see all them stories of my husband died, and I got all these good cigars. And what happens is you hold on to these good cigars, you're waiting for the right moment.
It's never the right moment. You got to.
We might all be gone tomorrow. So smoke them while you got them.
Smoke them while you got them. That's
Smoke 'em
good.
while you got 'em.
5 o'clock. We'll give you the address in Colton. Tell us again, what's the address?
165 East O Street.
Old Street.
O, like the letter O.
Oh.
Like oh no.
In.
It's just O. The letter O. East O Street in Colton, the city of Colton.
Okay.
Not too far from here.
Okay. Very good. They
Very
got
good.
cigars. You said it's wine friendly.
It's wine, smoke friendly. It's Black owned.
Yeah.
You know?
Do we bring our wine or do we buy wine?
You
there?
could do whatever you want.
Are you selling
You
wine?
can do whatever you. Well, we're gonna have some booths. We're gonna have some represent some brand ambassadors
Okay.
that are gonna be there, handing out wine, just giving some information. It's really a Black Native American reservation,
Celebration. Okay.
and that on that reservation, we're in good with the city.
All right.
That's all we need to
That's
hear.
all we need to hear.
I love that. What wine are you gonna have? White red? What are you gonna have?
Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a little of everything.
Okay.
I'm not a big wine connoisseur. I like the port wine. San
port is great.
Antonio Winery
Cardinal.
has actually said they're gonna go ahead and help me putting together a brand so I could put that Native American stamp on there.
Okay.
And once we do that, we're planning to be in every casino in Southern, which is only Native American casino. That's all we
That's
got.
right.
But once we get our foot in the door, then we got to explain to all these entertainers, athletes, this is the reason why you should be supporting this casino versus that casino, because they won't use us as suppliers in about 90% of these.
So June 19th, Randy.
June 19th.
That's a week from tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What
I
you
know I'm gonna
gonna
have
do?
to remind you next week. You older than me, so I'll remind you.
Man, I got a good man.
Hey, young Drisney,
See
send me
ya.
a text next Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'll remind Randy. Hey, real quick before we get out of here. So we got your event on the 19th. This Sunday, shout out to all the fathers. I see some fathers.
Happy
in
Father's
here.
Day. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Hey,
Day.
Unsung hero.
Yes, sir. So you have kids?
Got 2 kids.
Okay, there you go. How old are they? You said 42 and 48.
15 and 23.
Okay.
The daughter's over here at Roosevelt
Okay, there you
playing
go.
football.
Yeah, that's what my kids went.
Playing
baby.
football.
That's what my kids went. So
Where my
look,
kids
hey,
went.
look, our people, Wind Me Up. I have some flyers. They have a Father's Day event. They're gonna have BD Mobile Cigar Lounge.
Yes, sir.
They came
Off
to
the
my
chain.
birthday
Off
party.
the chain.
Hey, came to my birthday
Off
party.
the chisel.
Mobile Cigar Lounge. They start at 1. They go probably 1 to 7. Mobile Cigar Lounge. You get wine inside. You could smoke the mobile. It's a big mobile home. They're gonna pull up. They're gonna have about 12 to 15 seats inside.
TV.
Probably another
everything in there.
15.
Mm.
Oh, we watch
You
the
could only
game.
smoke in there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In the mobile cigar lounge. Or you could sit outside. They're gonna have chairs
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
So enough seating for about 30 people. You can go inside and get the wine, and they're gonna have small bites.
Oh,
So
okay.
don't come starving.
Okay.
You're not gonna get
Okay.
like a 4 or 5 course meal.
Yeah, you ain't gonna
Eat
get a
before
quarter
you get
chicken.
there.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get,
Alright.
pork chops and applesauce, but
Right.
you're gonna get some small bites
Right.
on Sunday, 1 o'clock for Father's Day.
Yeah. So happy Father's Day. to all
Happy
you
Father's Day. I'm
gentlemen
going.
out
Hey,
there.
All right.
hey, are you going? I'm
I
going.
gotta see what my kids got
See, there you
planned.
go,
You know
there
what I'm
you go.
saying? I gotta see what my
Randy
you know,
got
I'm
8
a-
kids, so we gotta check with the 4 boys and the 4 girls. Randy, so all 8? You gotta talk to all 8?
Yeah, I gotta talk to all 8.
Okay. So Wind Me Up this Sunday, 1 o'clock. Mobile Cigar Lounge, wine. They're gonna have small bites, and you can show up.
Show
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Show up and show out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Gene.
Yeah,
All
all
right. Thank you,
good,
fellas.
baby.
Yeah, he
Thank
one of the
you.
members of
Yeah,
the
man.
event.
All right.
All right.
All good, baby.
Giving us some culture and some history.
Yeah, we
You
like
know what I'm
that.
saying? But yeah, and then
Yeah.
he said he was from Whittier. I'd be
Whittier.
once removed if I didn't say, man, I got a niece that played on UCLA softball team catcher.
What high school she go to?
She went to Los Cerner, and my little niece is going there. She's a freshman to start softball varsity.
Okay.
And she went to the world, got to the World
The
Series.
one on
second-
UCLA, right?
Yeah, and she hit 2 home runs in there.
She hit 2 home runs.
Yeah, so and she came off an ACL injury
Uh-huh.
and came back this year. She's a sophomore, so look out for Lefty Ramirez. All right.
Lefty Ramirez.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
All right.
Good job,
All right.
baby. All right, young Gene. All right. Guess we signing off,
We're
dog.
signing off. We getting
Episode
up outta here.
40.
Hey, be safe out there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting kind of rough around here.
See
But
safe.
be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? And happy Father's Day to all you brothers out there, the unsung
Right, that's
heroes.
right.
I know.
To the
I hope
Bible.
you get the big piece of chicken that day.
That's right. That's right. All right, baby. Good job.
We out.
We
Thank
out.
you, Super Duper
Yeah.
co-producer Andre Lathan. And we
AKA
out of here.
Young
Episode
Sensei.
40 in the books, man. We out, man. Holler at us next week.